Hello everybody, my name is Winkin and welcome to part 6 of the Java speedrun. I apologize, the audio is going to be probably a bit weird for the rest of the summer at least. I've moved to a new place and there's not a lot of soundproofing, so there's going to be some echoes and oh, it's thundering in the game. It's also thundering in real life, so apologies if that happens to be an issue. But guess what? I redid my skin a little bit. It's so you can probably see, you know, like they've got some layers and stuff. Fun fact, when I did my skin, I did everything on like the outer layer the first time. So if you go back and look at my other videos, I just look kind of like really thick. Which there's nothing wrong with being thick, but I wanted to add more details and I wanted to be a little bit more detailed. So this is my new skin. I really like the way it looks. I like the way it turned out. You won't be able to see it most of the time because I'll be wearing armor because I need armor. But just a little update. I did some off-screen mining. I found a clump of 9 diamonds. So now we have 10 diamonds. So I actually think I'm going to try and figure out how to enchant today. So today we're going to enchant and then we're going to head towards the stronghold. We're only going through the LGBTQ plus tag questions because I am a part of that community. And, you know, I mean, everybody's sexuality and gender are their own business, but it is something that I want to share just in case anybody identifies or you know, helps make people feel more safe or welcome. So yeah. So first question: what do you identify as? So I am a pansexual, gender fluid person. So for me that means, well, pansexual. So I can be attracted to anybody. Doesn't mean I'm attracted to everybody, but gender doesn't really play a role in who I'm attracted to. And as gender fluid, for me, what that means is basically just some days I feel more masculine, other days I feel more feminine. It's usually more on the masculine side, but there are days when I feel more feminine. And so there's days when I feel more masculine, days when I feel more feminine, and then there's also days when I'm just nothing, or both. And it just changes. So that's what gender fluid means to me. It can mean something completely different to somebody else, and that's totally fine. That's the thing about gender and sexuality, right? They mean, it's you know, no definition is 100%. And that's the thing with labels. It's like you find the one that fits best for you, but it might not mean the same thing to you as it means to other people. How did I discover my sexuality? I just kind of realized, I guess. I didn't have like a big epiphany moment. What do you want, pig? But there was you know, throughout my childhood I was constantly like, well, I don't know, do I like people of both genders? Because I didn't know about other genders at that point. And then I was like, I don't think I do, but like I wouldn't be upset if I was. And then I don't know, at some point I just realized that like one of the friends I had a crush on her, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I do like people of multiple genders. And so then I started looking a little bit more into things that have happened in my life, or people that I've liked, or ways that I've acted in certain friendships, and I realized that, oh, okay, yeah, no, I did like this person. I was attracted to this person. Yeah. Who was the first person I told? Myself? Does that count? in all honesty, I think it was probably just like maybe one of my friends. I don't know. I can't remember first, like who was first. There was a few people at once. Describe what it was like coming out. Honestly, I don't have that much experience. I'm not fully out. Some of my friends know, some of my family knows, but I have yet to make the move to be fully out to everybody. With my sexuality, I don't really feel the need to explain that to people, because it's kind of like, well, you know, either A, you'll figure it out when you figure it out, or B, it doesn't matter. But if someone asks, I'll tell them that. With my gender, it's a little bit more complicated, just because people aren't quite so understanding about that kind of stuff, and it's a little bit, I mean, gender is a very confusing thing to understand, especially because I don't have an easy gender to describe. Being gender fluid, it's a bit complex, and yeah, it's a little bit scary to think about telling everybody about that. If you're out, how did your parents, guardians, or friends react when you told them? So I haven't told my parents. It's a mental blockade I have to get through. My siblings are both really great about it. So were my friends. Well, I never had any negative reaction from friends. However, there was one friend that I told who afterwards, they stopped talking to me. But that could have been for a completely different reason. I don't know. And that's fine. Like, whatever. What is one question you hate people asking about your sexuality? I hate it when people go like, because I'm pansexual, people like to think that means either A, that I'm biphobic, or that I think that bisexual people are transphobic. And that's just not the case. It took me a while to try and decide like what it was that I was between the two. And the main difference that's being described to me is, and that I've seen in definitions, is that with bisexual people there's more of a preference for one gender or gender identity group. And that's just really not the case for me. I don't think I have a preference. Definitely there are more instances in my history of crushes, I guess, of guys. But also I'm because I'm gender fluid, it's like, well, I mean, sometimes those would have been gay crushes. So I also hate the freaking does that mean you're attracted to pans question? No, it doesn't. It is. Boom. Okay. I need to look up how enchanting works. Let's go steal some bookshelves from the villagers. Enderman. Enderman! Hey, Enderman! Got him. Yes, we got an eye. Cactus juice. It'll quench you. Boom. Right, because bookshelves make them stronger. something like that. You know what? Whatever. We'll just do it like this. It's probably not like the best way to enchant, but also I don't know how to enchant the best way. So, whatever. That and my bow are the most important. I have 5 levels. So if we do level 2 on the bow, and then if we do 3 on the enchantment on that chest plate, I think that's a reasonable amount of enchantment for us to have. Ooh, Unbreaking 1. Okay, everyone, so I've sorted through my inventory. I enchanted a few more things because I got some levels from killing some monsters and also getting coal. I converted all of my iron ingots into blocks of iron so that it wouldn't take up as much room in my inventory. I've got my 7 Eyes of Ender. I have my blaze powder for when we find the rest of some more ender pearls. Got arrows. I really hope I don't die and lose everything. That would probably be the worst. So my plan is we're not gonna set a bed throughout the journey towards the portal. The stronghold. And as long as I don't die, I should be fine. I am, however, going to get a bed that I can use once we get to the portal room. Look at us, we're so snazzy with our enchanted armor and our axe. I'm excited. I feel good about it. I feel like we should get there and it should be fine. Yeah, so we're gonna go get a bed. Then we'll start throwing Eyes of Ender and hopefully we don't break too many along the way. Ooh, efficiency. Dead bush. We're so snazzy. We got a diamond helmet also. I made a diamond axe, a diamond pickaxe, and a diamond helmet from all the diamonds that I found. Oh my gosh, that grew into a tree. I planted 2 saplings on some dirt up there. I was not expecting it to turn into a tree. Okay. Let's eat this watermelon. And check the chat to make sure that... Okay, we're gonna make sure we set our respawn point here. Okay, because if we don't... Ooh. Okay. Alright. Eye of Ender. Throw. Oh. Okay. Well. Got some leg. One of them broke. One of them broke already, but that's fine. Okay, we're gonna head this way for like a long time because there's no way it's close. Like it's got probably so far away. What's your favorite thing about the LGBTQ plus community? I would say my favorite thing is just the fact that they work really hard to be super accepting of everyone. I mean, obviously it has its downfalls. There are always groups that get excluded, but for the most part, I think we try our best, and that's what matters. I mean, obviously, what matters the most is that we do make sure everyone feels included and safe and happy. But I hope that people will, see that people are doing are doing their best, and people will continue learning and trying to share their experiences, and people will continue being receptive to those experiences. Have you ever been in a relationship, and how did you meet? Oops. No, I have not been in a relationship. Weird. You ever faced discrimination? Not for my sexuality or gender. Well, not for my current gender identity. As someone who's... Ooh! Okay, I'm gonna continue traveling in this direction. But I want to go in the igloo. I'm so nervous. Wait, these are stronghold bricks. It's probably not the stronghold though. But that would be crazy. What's even down here? Villagers? As somebody who's perceived as a woman by society, for the most part. What the heck? Ooh, don't mind if I do, Gaffle. Zombie villager. Zombie villagers become villagers. Cool. I'm sure there's some sort of lore happening here. Don't have time. We're trying to kill the Ender Dragon. As someone who's perceived as a woman or as female most of the time, yeah, get a lot of discrimination. But I don't know. There's worse things that could happen, I guess. The one that my brain's remembering right now is that my math teacher was like so incredibly surprised that I was good at math. But that wasn't really, I don't know. Yes, I've faced discrimination. No, it was not related to my sexuality or gender. That I'm aware of. I also tend to just not notice these things. I'm pretty oblivious at times. Favorite LGBTQ plus movie or show? Does Julie and the Phantoms count? I don't... Oh, actually, She-Ra was awesome. I really liked She-Ra. I don't know if that really counts as... I don't know what counts. I'm gonna go with anything that has a character in it that seems to be representative. So, She-Ra was awesome. I loved She-Ra. I hate baby zombies. Jesus, that's so annoying. Do you ever need 4 flint and steels? Do they stack? No, they don't. That's a witch. That's a witch. Keep running. We got this. We can do this. This is fine. I really wish there was an Enderman. But I also don't think they appear in the snow very often. The most ridiculous thing you've heard about the LGBTQ plus community? Any stereotype, bro. There's a polar bear. I've never seen a polar bear in the game before. Whoa! Look at this. This is cool. Kitty cats. Hello. Like I scared him. Most ridiculous thing you've heard about LGBT plus community. That it's a choice. That is the dumbest thing people say. It's a choice. Do you think someone would choose to be discriminated against? Someone would choose to to have people question their everything about them, like, no. It's so dumb that people think that people choose. It's not a choice. It's dumb that people think it is. The LGBTQ thus slur you hate the most. I think any slur that has offended people and that is still used to offend people is not okay. Personally, none of them have been used against me, so it's not really my place to decide which ones are the worst or whatever. And this on something you'd like to tell the world about the LGBTQ community. People are people, you know, like, just realize, realize that it's not about you, and let people be happy. That's my thoughts on that. Okay, so the second half of the video I had to pause and then re-film, but because I had taken my headphones out and then plugged them back in, I needed to say that I had headphones in again. But I didn't, which meant that my computer thought that I had headphones plugged in, so it wasn't using my mic to listen to what I was saying. So all the audio for this half, other than the game sounds, is gone. So we're just gonna talk like this. Yeah, so 1 second. Okay, so now we're gonna do the gender tag questions. I believe it was created by Ashley Wild. That's what the website I'm using says. So, number 1, how do you identify your gender? What does that definition mean to you? I said that earlier in the video. What pronouns honor you? That's an interesting way to ask that question. But I go by he, she, or they. Describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. Masculine, feminine, I don't know, whatever feels comfortable. Usually more masculine, but sometimes I like wearing dresses and stuff. Talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? So I do wear makeup sometimes. It's fun. It's like an art form to me. It's fun to play with. But definitely not an everyday thing, but that's because if I do makeup, I do a lot of makeup. Paint my nails. Sometimes I used to paint them a lot, and then I kind of fell off, and then I've been painting them a little bit recently. Soaps and perfumes. I really like pink grapefruit and white citrus. I also like twisted peppermint. Those are the scents that I use. And then Old Spice Timber, I think, or Denali. Have you ever experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? I mean, yes. It happens all the time because I am not fully out with my gender. Do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you? Yes, I do. It sucks. I wake up and I feel like but it's just what I have to deal with at the moment, and I don't know exactly what I want, so we're just gonna stay the way we are. Talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you want to carry a child if that was an option for you? Do you want to be a primary caregiver? I like kids. I would not carry my own kids. It's terrifying. I would definitely adopt. I also just don't want to bring more kids into the broken world that we live in. Primary caretaker, I think it should be even on both sides. Or all sides. Talk about money. Is it important to you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? No, I don't care. Whatever happens. Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you comfortable? I think that should be like a 50-50 split type deal. I don't know. I am a little uncomfortable when people pay for me sometimes. Anything else you want to share? Just believe people when they tell you who they are. That's all I've got to say. Alright, we're about to find the portal room. And here I'm about to make a big mistake. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Stupid. And guess what? Just wait. So I'm annoyed right now. This is on like 3 times speed also, so you can just... Yeah, look what I forgot to do. Set my damn bed. So then I got some gear, and I headed back to the portal. So, how are you guys today? Oh, then I found an Enderman, trapped him in a boat. Failed at trapping him in a boat, actually. Tried again. Got him in the boat that time. He, unfortunately, did not drop an eye, which was a little bit annoying, but it was fine. Then, oh my gosh, I just looked forever for the room, and it was finally nighttime, and I was like, I think I'm in the right place. So I went to the hill, and then I saw the light from the tunnel that I dug. I was like, this is awesome. Oh, also, the story behind this tunnel, I broke all my ender eyes, you can see it, but I was like, you know, I'm just gonna dig down here, and then I heard the zombie noises, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll find a cave or something, and then it was the stronghold, which was awesome. My tips for the stronghold: to find things, break the doors you go through, and then mark things with blocks that are different. That's my tip for the stronghold. So yeah, now I've broken the silverfish spawner, fill in the holes, fill in the lava so I don't do that again. Gosh, that was so annoying. And then I realized we only have one eye, so I need to get a ton of ender pearls. And that's the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed. Have a fantastic time until I see you next. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I hope you had a great time. Bye!